This is a special thing for the fans. It's our 200th episode. It's a way of saying thank you to the fans. We're excited about the show we made, and we hope that they're as excited after they see it as we are showing it to them.
They told me it was an early birthday party for me. Yeah. I'm really excited.
Very early. They said it was a late birthday party for me. So
that's not true at all.
This is a wonderful opportunity that was thrown together by Straight Talk for a chance for Supernatural, both current cast and crew from the past, to kind of convene with some of our fans and to do effectively the premiere of the 200th episode.
There's like a whole interactive experience going on here tonight. There's a couple rooms downstairs where the fans are being taken through sort of a tour of Supernatural history. There's a bunch of photos, there's a few old episodes playing.
And it's great, it's almost kind of like a nice little reunion for us. You know, we've got guest stars and characters that have been part of the show for, you know, many, many years.
Some not for many years. Some it's been 8 years.
Yeah, some I haven't seen. You know, I saw a beautiful girl out there that was in season 4.
That was my wife.
And oh yeah, that was your wife.
Can't take him anywhere.
Right.
But it's a really cool opportunity. I mean, this is my first time I've ever watched an episode of Supernatural with fans of the show. So thank you to Straight Talk, and I can't wait to get in there and have fun.
It is most certainly a tip of the hat to the fans, to their incredible dedication to the show.
Honestly, the whole author inserting themselves into the narrative thing, it's just not my favorite. I kind of hate the meta stories.
Me too. And it's one of these few shows also where, like, I don't think Law & Order SVU is going to do an episode about, like, the fans, like, hey, y'all are going to be the criminals this episode as a thank you for keeping us on. And so Supernatural has broken that fourth wall so many times, and the fans have had a great time and said, hey, we love that episode. Like, thank you so much for acknowledging us. And Supernatural has always been one of these shows that has been so involved with the people that both create the show and the people that enjoy the show and keep us going.
You should believe. You both should, because it is all real. I'm Sam Winchester. That's Dean.
Not only do we listen to the fans, which I'm sure other shows do as well, but we actually listen to them so much so that what they say and what they love about the show makes it back into the episodes or creates ideas for episodes. And this is, I think, kind of a culmination of a lot of fans' dedication to the show, and so we're giving a bit of a nod to them and some of the crazy things that they've come up with.
You are idiots.
Hey, Assbutt! Hey, Assbutt!
I mean, what we say in the office when we come up with this stuff is, all right, here we go again, we're going to shoot ourselves in the foot. But we found that when we enjoy something, it usually works, and the fans seem to agree with us.
While we don't always take the fans' direction, we're listening, we love them, and it's basically our way of saying, we hear you, and now we're going to take everything you said and put it in a big old jumbled soup and have fun with it.
Wheelchairs, walkers, dentures.
Prescription medicine.
Prescription meds.
Over the next 200, I think you'll expect the old folks home and a walker, but at the beginning of each year, Jeremy and I will sit down and we'll come up with a premise for the year, where we want the show to go. At no time in 10 seasons have we known what the end of that season was going to be. And we really sort of kind of let the story take us where it seems to want to go by itself. When we do our cliffhangers at the end of the year, pretty much we don't know how we're going to solve it the following year, which we think make for good cliffhangers, because if we don't know, probably they don't know.
If you were to ask us, you know, what's the 200th episode going to be like 100 episodes ago, we would have had the same reaction. Like, that's crazy talk. We never like to assume that anything is a given. We never like to assume that we've got another season ahead of us. We always like to assume that this is the final inning. Yeah. And we've got to play our hearts out, and so we do, and I think that's maybe one of the reasons why we continue to get additional seasons. So, who knows? Yeah. You know, when the game's over, it's over. When that's going to be, we're not quite sure.
But if we had to answer it, it would be essentially it'd be like the Expendables with longer hair. So that would be episode 400.
The show has this ability to constantly keep reinventing itself, and a lot of that fuel comes from the passion that comes from our fan base. It's like that real fantastic combination of the fan support and the ideas generated out of the writer's room, and then the passion that the crew and the cast brings to it, and which really makes us all collectively think there's no real end in sight.